Hello, I'm Sarah. This is day 54. My weight is still falling, thank goodness, as we charge towards that 60-day mark. It's like time is just speeding up. My measurements show no change, and I think some of that may be because parts of me are at that optimum now. My calves are not moving, but the muscles at the backs of my calves feel like rock, thanks to Abba, and there's an indented groove all the way down the front of my lower legs. So I think there may be no more fat left there. My upper legs, my thighs, still have more to lose, especially above where I've been measuring. I can feel, though, the muscle hardening beneath the skin, but there's still a good layer over it that needs to come off. Please God, there's a lot to lose from my upper arms. And can I get 3 more inches off my waist, please? I reckon I can, easily, if I keep going. When this podcast finishes in 6 days, I'm going to continue doing a podcast a week, just to track the ongoing changes. I'm heading for that ideal body. If Helen Mirren could be Body of the Year at 67, absolutely no reason why we can't be. By now, my body should be pretty alkaline, I reckon. But if some of you are still struggling with food choices and still eating some packaged foods, but at a loss really as to how to know which incomprehensible ingredients are good and which are bad, there is a rule of thumb. So where the body's pH balance is concerned, the minerals that we eat fall into 2 categories. There are acid-binding, alkaline-forming foods, and these are the ones which attach themselves to the acid in your body and pull it out and leave behind an alkaline residue. Conversely, there are alkaline-binding, acid-forming minerals which bind to the alkaline in the body and deplete it and leave an acid residue. So let's look at the alkaline-forming minerals first, because they're the ones that we absolutely want. If you see calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, iron and manganese on a label, these are alkaline-forming foods. These are fine. However, your ears might have pricked up at the sodium. We kind of know that the others are good for us, but sodium? Well, any problems simply come from the amount of sodium that we imbibe. It is an essential nutrient that helps our body maintain plasma, therefore blood volume, and normal cell function, but the body only needs about 2,000 milligrams per day. Many processed foods far exceed that, and that begins to cause problems. It pushes blood pressure up, and it puts you at risk for heart attacks and strokes. So if you're still buying packaged food, check exactly how much sodium is in each serving. Now, if you see the words or any combination of the words phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, iodine, bromine, fluorine, copper, and silicon, these are all acid forming. There might be a few surprises in there too. Copper, is that not supposed to be good for us? Well, especially if we put it in a bracelet, but does that not kill viruses? Yes, externally, but when ingested in too high quantities, it'll turn your body acidic, screw up your liver and your digestive system. A small amount each day is fine, but acidic fizzy drinks, sodas for instance, give people far too much. Watch out for it in some supplements as well. No more than 5 milligrams for an average healthy weight woman a day. Too much will make you look like you have jaundice. Iodine was also in that list. Iodine is what your thyroid needs to function properly. But if you overload on it, you get the same symptoms as a deficiency. Inflammation of the thyroid gland and potentially thyroid cancer. This is why it's so much better to just get things like copper and iodine naturally from a good intake of fruit and vegetables, and stay away from any packaged foods with more than 2 or 3 ingredients if you can. Silicon is something that most of us don't think of as a food, I don't think. It makes the dishes we cook with, doesn't it? Yes, but be aware also if you cook at more than 428 degrees Fahrenheit, 220 Celsius, it leaches into your food. The body does actually use silicon from fruit and vegetables to synthesize collagen and elastin. Green beans and bananas are high in it, but it's toxic in large amounts. Silicon dioxide, or silica, is an anti-caking agent put in processed food, but it's the most common component of sand. Interestingly though, whether you're acidic or alkaline is not only about the food that you're eating. Emotion can affect your pH level. It helps to look at the entire body as a ball of energy. Alkaline and acids are either providing energy to or taking energy away from the body. Sadness, anger, fear, depression saps energy. You can actually feel that when you're at odds with someone, I'm sure, or a difficult situation. These are acid reactions. Happiness, joy, love bolsters your energy, and these are alkaline emotions. You need more alkaline, always, to stay balanced. The scientific definition of pH is the measurement of electrical resistance between the positive and the negative ions in the body. It needs to be exactly equal so that we vibrate perfectly. The stronger the vibration, the healthier we are. We all know that sex is healthy for us, but did you know it can also make a woman more alkaline? Because sperm is 7.1 to 8 on the pH scale, a woman's body becomes much more alkaline during sex to protect the sperm. Orgasm also increases pH levels. Better than kale. Lots to think about there. Until tomorrow.